Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Rune News. I'm your host, Ryan, and as always, it's bloody good to have you guys here in the audience today. And this week, Jagex brings us a very light and pretty much empty update because they're doing a lot of back-end work with player-owned houses, but there is a new report feature that hopefully is going to change the game a little bit in the wilderness because there's a lot of cheating going on at the moment. If you've done any LMS at all or seen any video from a PK, they've likely complained about it. So we're going to look at that and plus a few delve changes and more in just one moment. I just have one question for you all to answer in the comment section down below today. It's a very simple question, and that is, if you see someone intentionally deceiving players and trying to skull trick them, going out of your way above and beyond to skull trick another player in the wilderness, do you think that person should be banned? Is that against the rules? Should it be against the rules? We have skull prevention, I get that, and it's your own fault for getting skull tricked in a way, but this person is maliciously and intentionally going out of their way to bait, especially people who might be a little more clueless. They're trying to bait and deceive and catch you off guard to skull trick you. Should that be a bannable offense? Put your answer in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. My name is Ryan, and now we're going to discuss this week's update for Rune News. My name is Ryan. You're watching Rune News. This is Rune News, and you're watching Rune News. As we said, this week's update was very light, so this is going to be super quick. There's a player-owned house recode and more fixes. They've already had a bug here. Now, they did say there should be some construction-related bugs that they've been trying to iron out. If you see anything, let them know. There is a report bug feature at the bottom of your game client, but that's what this whole entire paragraph is saying here. Basically, they're redoing the code. They're cleaning that shit up. You should be able to have a fully customizable, lava-mounted, gilded, flying dungeon dragon house at some point in the future. So that actually sounds pretty sick. If they can make like player-owned houses and the construction skill that customizable in the near future to the point that it's like everyone can have a fully fledged, undeniably custom house, including maybe some sort of sailing features because sailing's coming to the game now. That would be pretty fucking sick. That could be pretty cool, especially if they can get past the whole instances and hiding from JMods to be able to like auto cast and auto click in those buildings. That would be big. So it sounds like they've got big plans in the future for construction, but until then, no one gives a shit. So let's move on now to the Delve Boss updates. There's only two things they fixed, which is mostly for people who were born with dog shit eyesight or people who are getting good rolls, which is neither of those are me, unfortunately. So because my eyes are perfect, I can tell the difference between the range projectile and the melee projectile. I'm not colorblind. I don't have this weak genetic defect that some people are born with. I'm fucking pristine. I am the peak of male evolution. So if you're not, that could be good for you. And then there's also a bug where if you get valuable loot drops from the Doom, it's not being broadcasted to the chat, which also, I don't get that either because JMods have intentionally tampered with my RNG. We're investigating that and we're pushing forward with a lawsuit. So check your letterbox, Jagex. Otherwise, they're addressing feedback and just letting us know about some changes. People are complaining about attack speed delays on the Volatile Earth. Attack speed delays were always intended to be for Demon Bane weapons on demonic creatures like the Grubs. So the Volatile Earth doesn't count in that aspect. The large grub, people thought that it would do triple damage to the Delve Boss, which was a stupid fucking assumption to make. I get Jagex worded it one way, but they've worded many things wrong before. Common sense would tell you one grub fits all. So the large grub, if they also said to have triple the health, it's only got double the health. I think they said triple health, I can't remember. But the large grub just does triple damage to you if you do it wrong. And then they've got the rapid or unexpected phase changes from melee to blue shield. So it's now been resolved. There's no problem there anymore. You should be able to just go straight, do your melee punish, and then not miss it when there's a blue shield. So from now on, hitting 75% health no longer causes an immediate shield swap. Instead, the Doom will finish his attack and then go to shield, meaning you can get that punish phase off. That used to piss me the fuck off. You see the overhead parade, then it flicks. Nah, you get that full punish now, which is huge. Volatile Earth special attacks, when that finishes, Doom will always perform 2 attacks before entering the shield phase, which is big for non-Void users because obviously it's better to have more accurate range outside of Void when he's not in the car phase, so big for people not using Void. And then this prevents rare cases where mechanics like grub explosions or mid-air arrows could skip the punish window and send them straight to the shield phase, which is also true and annoying. So yes, after the car phase and then the orb slam phase, you're good to go for a couple of attacks. It's a good time to get some extra damage off, and you're super lucky if you get a punish phase, and if that finishes him, you get a free poison clear and heal and mana restore before moving to the next level, which is fucking awesome. Great boss, great fucking boss. I unfortunately can't stop farming it, but I'm dry as fuck too. Unavoidable damage from early melee punish, so triggering the melee punish at the wrong tick on higher delve levels can also sometimes result in 2 overlapping hits from Doom. Can it? While we know this can feel punishing, we're keeping this one for now to aim for being more precise, timing, and good preparation. There you go. So don't stand around and you should be fine. And of course, people want the Eye of Iak to trigger on the Doom boss to stop him from charging the beam during the shield phase, just like it works on the grubs. They're not going to do that because that would be way too fucking powerful and quick for the shield phase. And also, I don't think the Eye of Iak is Demon Bane, it's just maybe Grub Bane or some shit. So that's not happening. Bad luck on that front. That's about it for the Doom stuff. Really, no combat, nothing. No combat achievements yet, nothing. That's it. Client mobile updates, no one gives a fuck about. They're doing a sailing stress test, so everyone should log in for 15 minutes on Thursday, August 14th. Just bomb the fucking servers. Big day to be an SV or ROT member. Perfect time to DDoS and have a bit of fun. And then you got a new album that's out now on YouTube, which is pretty cool. And then over here we go. They've added, this is the only other change that matters, added a new category to the report abuse menu for PvP cheating. So this may be used to suspect someone who is cheating in PvP, including the use of macroing software, which means if it's now a bot for PvP, obviously the normal, this guy's macroing and botting didn't count for some reason, so now it's specific to PvP. Maybe they're categorizing it differently. Maybe they'll actually be looked at because technically we already have a cheating and macroing report button. Now it's specific to PvP, so LMS might start losing its players. It might become a pretty dead minigame if we're not lucky. Sorry, if we're not careful here, but if we're lucky at the same time, there's going to be less Terminators and dog shit players trying to cheat there. So catch-22, but overall it's obviously a win because more legitimate players in LMS and PvP instances means a more fun experience and a more fair game with less complaints. So fucking huge here. And Oz no longer has LMS Worlds for another week. So until next week, we keep the racism in the bag, we jar it up, put it in the tin for later. And that is it this week for the Oldschol Runescape update, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ryan. Now we're going to make some fat cash at the Grand Exchange update with Way Green in 2 minutes. See you there. Sit tight. Don't fucking move. For this week's update of RuneScape 3, we have one very important announcement, ladies and gentlemen, and that is that RuneScape 3 is fucking dog shit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Grand Exchange segment for Rune News. My name is Wade Green, and this week, the Dragon Knife P++ is still on the fucking rise, same as last week, because the Doom boss just keeps getting better. Still a great amount of money to farm. This boss will make you fucking rich, and this weapon will take you even fucking further. Pushing the limits of this boss makes you a fat amount of money, especially pulling those fucking uniques. Dragon Knives are a fucking steal at the moment. Do not buy them if you can help it. The Blowpipe is a great second alternative with Dragon Darts. However, if you've got a Hydra task or some sort of a Drake Slayer task, or I think even the Worms might drop them, perfect time to try farm Dragon Knives. I think the Hydra drops the most. Maybe they're the only ones that drop it. I don't fucking know. I don't play the game. I just report the fucking news. This is where you want to be smashing it. This would be a great pile of money for you. Change the bank forever if you get a Dragon Knife drop today. Now, the Voidwaker hilt took a massive fucking hit. This is actually Voidwaker as a whole. The entire Voidwaker weapon has dropped substantially because not only is it just not a decent weapon for the Doom, but rumor has it that this content creator and streamer, if you want to call him that himself, Eliop, came out with a Voidwaker VLS, the whole kit with his team. They all had Voidwakers and VLSs, tried to stream snipe and PK your boy, and man, it took them a good 6-7 minutes. It did not look good. It was the most piss-poor attempt from some dogshit clan named Psych that we've ever seen in the game. The history of the wilderness has now been rewritten. They are bottom of the barrel dumpster trash PKs, and it took them that long to kill me that people just felt like the Voidwaker was shit. We better throw that shit in the bin. Maybe it's bad. Truth is, it's not the Voidwaker that's the problem. Alright? It was the cunt fucking wielding it. So you can buy your Voidwaker pieces now, boys. They're dirt cheap. Get the Voidwaker going. Dirt cheap fucking piece. Easy to grab, easy to farm, and a great fucking weapon to use. Now, we don't have the Cypher Vatur this week for once because the Twisted Billington is now on the rise and the #1 most expensive mega rare at the moment. Can this rise towards max cash stack? Well, I think it fully depends on what happens with raids 4. One of these fucking mega raids are going to skyrocket beyond the others. The Twisted Bow is massive and up there at the moment, and fuck me. We're getting into Cox this week, that's for sure. That's a big fucking price rise. The Doom Boss has fucking sorted this weapon for good. And now, of course, the Mole Sip is taking a further plummet. This is pretty standard with the Avernic Treads becoming a very crucial piece of content. They are really fucking good. Not as good as Mole Sippers, by the way, of course. Best in slot, 30 mil. This time next year, mark my words, are unfucking subscribed. Nearly threw up in my mouth going against that for a second, as you could probably tell. But the Mole Sippers are worth investing in because this is about as low as they will get, which means it's always money from here upwards and onwards. This time next year, you'll be making fucking cash. Shit, this time next month, you should be fucking rich from Mole Sippers. So buy your Mole Sippers today, tell your fucking friends about the Mole Sippers, and become a rich cunt tomorrow. My name is Wade Green. Have a fucking good night. Our first Ironman moment for the week goes to Mango Goblin, pulling a deck scroll on his group Ironman account. A beautiful drop, well rewarded, well deserved. First deck scroll, perfect timing. Now you've got rigor, time to hit him with the hard R. Secondly, we have the ultimate Ironman known as Ty Skiram, getting his Inferno Cape for the first time ever. Solid effort over there. What's that time? 1 hour, 50 minutes? That's a good time. Nice work. Congratulations on the Inferno Cape. And finally, we have this asshole, this piece of shit. Old as fuck. Crusty old undead hacksaw who died to brutal black dragons and then died in Corrupted Gauntlet, by the way. Pulling an oath plate chest, and that is me standing there crying, wishing that I was dead. With over 1,000, and I've had like 1,022 KC now on Yama, and I have no oath plate pieces. I'm on my way to building a second piece of oath plate with shards. And this asshole pulls on like 140 KC or some shit. It's disgusting. And you know what happened 12 hours before this? I don't have the image because I ran out of space, but it was also an image of Fergo pulling an Ancestral Robe top in front of me. Like, yeah, not even 12 hours earlier than this, in the same live stream. I don't have the Ancestral Robe top either. I'm dry as fuck at Cox. So it was a big top day. Big fan yesterday for anyone who was pulling tops. Big day for a fan of tops. And all I had to show for it was back to back Amulet of Bounty seed preservations, 2 on snake grass and 1 on a watermelon seed. So big day for me in the farming department. Fucking shit day in the purple department. So don't want to see this shit again. Hacksaw, you suck. And that's going to be it this week, ladies and gentlemen, for Rune News. My name is Ryan. You're watching Rune News. I'll see you guys in the live stream tomorrow. This is Rune News. Chomp Boy, heading out. Have a good night. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him. God damn. Fuck me. Look at that boy. It's huge. You got a big boy.